street, or the stress.
Yo, God of War Valhalla dropped today.
Yep.
That
I
happened.
was looking for that joint yesterday.
So it is available. What else? What else just like randomly happened recently? Aside from the Game Awards, just random because
GTA and stuff like that.
GTA that happened.
GTA took up most of the news. Like it was all GTA. It was all GTA because the leak happened before that and all that. It was just bad. It was bad. But
GTA happened, and it ended up good though.
Yeah. It ended up being good, but it was still like I'm pretty sure they wanted like a no hassle drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It always kind of is a damper on the mood just to kind of have some plan, and then the day before somebody comes and ruins it, and now you gotta move up your schedule or whatnot. So I get that, but that's crazy that we missed that on the last episode just because last episode we actually covered the Game Awards.
Yeah, we did.
Last week, appreciate y'all. Actually, we're like 2 minutes in. Appreciate y'all for joining the SHAG podcast. There's a couple of things that we missed from the last week just because we covered the Game Awards. So I was just kind of rambling some of the stuff, including what the Valhalla just dropped and San Andreas. So not San Andreas.
Boy,
GTA,
I didn't take your gamer card, bro.
GTA, but San Andreas is a GTA game. So
they both same thing.
Players mess up sometimes. Anyway, it's your boy Scrappy BHZ. I'm joined by my amazing co-hosts.
Ivy.
Dante. I finally got my camera angle right for the ones that have been complaining about it, aka Gun, but we got you though.
Appreciate you, Gun, for getting on him about his camera angle. So now we all uniformed and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the
mob.
But before we jump into these meaty topics, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is about to be a crazy episode. We might even run a little bit over just because, again, we had to skip last week because we were covering the Game Awards. So this week we might just kind of take a little extra time.
We almost overdosed on hype.
Yo, oh my god. So speaking of the SHAG podcast, our goal is to have fun discussing our lifelong passion for anime and video games, and our mission is to highlight anime and video games as positive hobbies that provide opportunities for people of color to explore fantasy worlds, hang out with your buddies, find career paths, and take a break from the craziness that's going on outside. So with that, like I said, it's your boy Scrappy BHZ, and we have a meaty show. We got 3 juicy topics we want to talk about. We're going to kick it off with Sony being hacked again, or to be specific, Insomniac Games. They got hacked, and this is like fresh, hot off the presses as of recording this. So that's going to be fun to talk about. We're also going to talk about E3 being permanently canceled. So E3, like, for y'all who don't know, okay, E3 is just not a bunch of words and letters. E3, it was, up until this point, one of the biggest gaming conventions that kind of brought gamers out. So the fact that it's being canceled, that's going to be a lot to talk about. I can't wait to dive into that. And then we're going to round it out real quick. Just we're going to touch on Warner Brothers and their digital content being removed from Sony PlayStation, which I'm really excited to dive into that. I'm not gonna bore y'all too long with that, but I think there's some real implications, and I just want to kind of talk about it a little bit as we wrap it up. But before we dive into those episodes or those subjects, let's do a quick recap. If I can talk right, let's do a quick recap on the Game Awards. Now, we're not going to go in depth. If you want to see the full live stream that we did of the Game Awards, you can check that out at the Silent Heroes network on YouTube, where we did a live reaction. So go and check that out. But instead of doing our usual, kind of weekly at a glance thing, I figured we would just kind of talk slightly about the Game Awards. So just in general, what would be your top 2 to 3 moments for everybody, and then what is your overall thoughts? So whoever want to go first, just go for it, because we all watch it together. Hey, don't fight.
Oh, no. Ivy got it. No,
go, Ivy, you got it.
Ladies first. You got it.
She excited. Let's go.
So, okay, so the Blade Giant, number one. That, bruh, I'm telling you, I shedded a tear, y'all. If you watched it, I did like this. So the Blade Giant, God of War Giant, that just dropped today. That one was one for me. And I wrote it down. That game that comes out on my birthday.
What game is that?
ZAU. It looks like it's in like Mayan days.
Okay.
But it come out on my birthday, which is April 23rd.
Yeah.
I was excited about that. I was happy. I was hyped.
Yeah, it's from the brother, from that brother who was he said he made this based off of or inspired by his pops. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Yeah, it looked really interesting.
Really good.
And man, you can give me with a side scroller, big dog. That's right up my alley.
And it's a person of color. Come on, bro. Like, when do I get this? Where can I get it? How can I get it? Like, yes, please. And then the main character is a person of color. Like, come on, bro.
Come on. Bro.
They made this for me, so I'm right there with
you. Yeah, I'm not hyped that I might have to get an Xbox. But...
Come on over to Death Row. You know what I'm saying? If you don't
want boy, it's Xbox out today, bro. With the hat and the shirt. Come on
over to Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Where your producer won't be dancing all in your videos. Come on over to Xbox.
Yeah, take that. Never mind.
If you didn't notice, I'm a Xboxed out. You know, I need to come in 2024. I'm getting the Xbox chain.
My turn. Yeah. My turn. So I want to give a big shout out to the Blade announcement. That really blew my mind. Kojima and Jordan Peele, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was
what we talking about.
Yeah.
And let's not forget Sega. They
oh man,
as much as I love Capcom, as much IP that they have, we've been begging for Capcom. We've been begging for Capcom to reach back and do their reach back and
go into their catalog.
Go into that catalog, bro.
Man,
we get new Shinobi.
That y'all got.
Bro, we get new Shinobi, new Golden Axe, new Jet Set Radio Future.
Yes, crazy
taxi.
Come on, bro. Double Dragon.
No, not Double Dragon.
Was it Streets of Rage?
Streets of Rage.
My bad.
I almost said Fist of Fury, but yeah, Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage? Like, come on, bro. And they just recently did a Streets of Rage 4 not too long ago.
Yeah, that was a 2D side scroller beat 'em up.
Oh God.
Come
did they really?
Yes. It's one of them. It's good.
So
how come I know?
Hey, bro,
we gotta get you on that, John. That
John
is live. It was on Game Pass. Speaking of coming over to Xbox, it's on. It was on Game Pass. I don't know if it's still there, but yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, on, dog.
For me,
I mean, but if it's on Game Pass, it's available everywhere else. But just
Yeah.
but just know that Game Pass is like, you know, saying the best thing smoking right now. So you know,
check the hat.
Check
the hats for notes. As for me, bro, I mean, you said the same ones. Like the Blade, for me to see the Blade, like I legit forgot that we were live streaming for a second. And I stood up, and that's what messed up the sound. So if y'all check out the last episode, certain parts I had to like just kind of cut and snip and glue it together because I legit like stood up and was like, "No, this ain't really happening, bro."
I was like this, obvious like this. He's standing
I stood
up,
took off my headset, and was like, "Wait, hold on." Yo, that is huge for me.
And it's being done by Bethesda. Like, you know, that's
check the hat.
Hey,
check
man.
the
hey,
hat.
Hey man. But yeah, those are my big
bro.
moments. But yeah,
they're forcing me. They're forcing my hand, bro.
So and then speaking of Xbox again, Kojima. This was the long-awaited Kojima game that he's been working on for all this time, that he's been working in partnership with Xbox. And when I was watching that, I was like, yeah, this is the elevation. This is, if the rest of the game fills out, which I believe dude gonna give us some weird stuff. But when I saw what they showed, like the face models and the actors and the realism,
it's real
bro,
different.
it's very psychological, like crazy.
That man is weird. That man is weird.
Bro, oh my god!
like I said during the stream, him leaving or him getting kicked out by Konami was the best thing that happened. Was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's able to focus on what he wants to do, and he can take his production company and take those leaps and bounds that people are scared to take.
He can do it, and he's got the name. He's got the power. Like just mentioning Kojima is just like he's a rock star, and that's one of the beauties of the Game Awards is, and just game media in general. We now have these people that we consider rock stars. Like if you just say their names, it's just like, oh my god! Like for a second, I was kind of wondering if Big Phil was gonna jump out of stage when Kojima came out the door, the PT door. I'm thinking the next person coming out this joint gonna be Phil Spencer, bro. Just to be like, we're just so happy to have Kojima working with us here at Xbox. That would have been a great moment, bro.
It's us. Who else but us?
Bro. Okay, so that was the second joint. Again, amazing. And then the third joint being Sega again. All of those I'm really excited about, especially the fact that not only are they're not just giving us ports, like they're reimagining those games in the modern time and giving modern spins on them. So I'm excited to see where this is going. Another thing is they debuted or previewed all of those, and they said this is just the beginning. So this is a program that they're going to keep doing. So we might get some of those classic Sega titles that we've been asking for.
Quick question, and this doesn't have to be a long-winded answer.
Oh yeah,
just a quick yes or no. Would y'all take it if it was a bundle?
What you mean by bundle? Like all of them?
If they bundled all those games together.
Which that is a good question. Like, are they gonna bundle them, John? So are they gonna sell them separate? Is it gonna be a platform? Honestly, I think it should be a platform. If they're smart, they should say this is our Sega platform and buy this platform and we'll add stuff over time and you get to play this stuff.
Like Game Pass?
Yes. If they're smart, they would use this to do that. Now, they wouldn't be charging the same price as Game Pass just because it's not going to have as much as a Game Pass. But these are our titles. You can get them here. And I don't, as far as the pricing of that, how that will work out, I don't know. But I think that they should try to make this a platform because they got a deep catalog to build it. So
I just wish Capcom would just get hip, bro. I just wish they would get hip. Give me my beautiful Joe.
Yeah.
It might be for Joe. But
What about you, Ivy? Would you want it bundled or would you buy them joints separately?
I would hate to have to buy them separately. I can say that.
Give
I would hate
me
to have
the
to buy.
bundle. Give me the bundle. I need that bundle.
Yeah, I feel that.
A $20 bundle or something. $40.
What would y'all say is y'all overall thoughts on the Game Awards? Like the overall show. Like what would you?
I would give, because I had a lot more to think on, and I did rewatch. I did rewatch a little bit of it. I wish that they gave more. I wish they highlighted the developers more instead of the like movie stars and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
But I understand you got a brand to sell, so you know that's how you get most people to watch if their favorite actor or actress is there. But I really do think that they should focus more on the developers next time, because that's why we're here. That's why we're here, bro. So yeah.
What about you?
I don't want to see none of them whack games, bro. Like, just put them in a category by themselves or something. Show them all in one whop, and then boom, carry on.
I ain't mad at
I don't want to.
I ain't mad at it.
I don't want to see them white games, bro.
That's the since we don't have E3 anymore, like something's gonna have to take its place. You know what I'm saying? And to have a Game Awards that's focused on games, we get it. Like, you know, you gotta sell it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta fill some of these. You gotta fill this. You gotta fill it up. You gotta fill these slots up. You know what I'm saying? So
and they're kind of, one could say that they're giving exposure to indies, but I would say on the opposite side, kind of to go with Ivy's point, this is in my opinion, this is the Super Bowl of the year. Yes. So in the Super Bowl, you normally get the top advertisement, the top previews, the top this, the top that. I don't think this is the time to see certain games like in the Game Awards. Like, I think I would like to have seen something AAA, like anything else AAA. Like, don't leave that stuff, like she said, in some other show. See, I like the fact that they had the pre-show part, right? Where, and I won't say the pre-show because it was officially part of the show, but it was like the warm-up. Like, here's some quick little games to kind of get you started. I think some of them games that was in the middle of the show should have been with that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
because after a big announcement like God of War,
you showing me ants on the screen.
Like, we like, bro, what is this? That is such a major buzzkill.
And then they took you real low.
To my right down, bro. Like, they should have like scheduled that out. Not even scheduled, but like padded that out.
The better. Pacing. Yeah, the pacing
just
wasn't
there. Paced it better.
The pacing just wasn't there. And then to your point, because both of y'all basically, those are my kind of critiques of them, was they didn't give enough attention to the people who was winning them awards. Like, there was a like a span of like best RPG. They just said it on the side stage and just kept going to the next thing. Best fighting game, and they just said it and kind of kept going. Best,
and Ed Boon was there,
bro. Like,
and he wasn't even introducing the best fighting game.
What are we doing?
What was
it? Bro, I didn't get that, because it's like, again, we're here to celebrate these games that have done these things and set these. They're winning the awards. Why are they not able to come on stage and actually accept the award, even if they got, a smaller amount of time or whatever to speak?
For sure.
I would have rather us pay them their respect at the award show versus, like you said, some of these celebrities. Like, let the celebrities chill. But again, this is always the balance of it. It's a business. They gotta grease palms. There's slots that get paid to make this thing happen. And this is a very expensive production.
And also, you do have to add in that, these companies, they don't want to reveal their hands too early. So they will want to keep their big announcements close to their chest for their live events that they're going to be doing in replacement of E3. But
we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, but like those are kind of my feedbacks as well. I think I was overall satisfied with the people who won those awards. Like
clean sweep.
Baldur's Gate came and ate up. Like it just
like we knew they would.
It did what it was supposed to do, so I'm not mad at that. Like a lot of people are mad about Spider-Man being nominated for 7 awards and winning 0. But I didn't think that. I think there were some categories that they should have won, like best action adventure. They should have won that over Zelda. Yes, they should. You disagree, Ivy? You think Zelda? Oh wow.
Yes.
Over Spider-Man?
That's all. Listen, that's all Zelda is. It's action and adventure. Everywhere you turn, you gotta fight a monster. That's action.
I call Cap.
She just made a lot of sense, bruh.
I call Cap.
And
bruh, literally the basis of that game.
I will say that Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is more adventure than action.
But
there's action there, though. There is action, though, bro. You are fighting. You are
literally. You can go
out of here.
A couple of steps, and you gotta fight a monster. Then once you get done with them monsters, you step on. You take another couple of steps.
Spider-Man had the better narrative, had better gameplay, and it is on updated hardware, bro. It is on updated hardware. We're not gonna give.
Listen, that's not what the reward was for, bro.
Trophy too.
You think you too deep?
Yo,
it's not that deep.
Title
it's not that deep.
That has outdated hardware.
So what?
Your Switch will almost
the basis of the game is action and adventure, though. That's the whole.
It's not up there at that caliber, bro. It's not up there at that caliber, big dog. We're not gonna lie to ourselves about this, bro.
You're going too deep, though.
Who are we kidding?
You're going too deep.
Interesting. Wow. See, honestly, before now, I really was just like, yeah, it should have gone to Spider-Man. But she's like, this is a real argument, bro. And then when you think about the buzz that Tears of the Kingdom had in the year, bro. Nah, bro. Spider-Man came and went, G. Spider-Man is a good
right, but
30, 40 hours, bro. If that, you know what I'm saying? If you want to 100% everything, maybe I give it 80 or 100 hours. But Zelda, there's people out there still right now playing that game hard, saying, "Oh, I'm still not done. I'm just building stuff and going exploring." And, bro,
cooking, making new recipes.
And I didn't play it. I played Spider-Man, so it's not like. And I'm not a Zelda guy.
The first one. I have not beat the first Zelda, bro.
Me either.
It's too much. It's a lot.
It's too much. Yeah.
Cause I'm what?
Nothing.
On what?
I ain't saying nothing, bro. But I just
that's a good. I
would down that hill. I'll down this hill, bro. I think that Spider-Man is the better adventure experience. That's all. I rest my case.
Yeah, I heard you. I would have given it to Final Fantasy 16 before that, but that's just me. It's not as good on the adventure part. I don't know what I'm thinking. The adventure in Final Fantasy 16 is just not there.
It's just not there.
It's not there. But I guess as far as I think, I said my highlights on my overall thoughts kind of mirrored y'all. So I mean, I guess we can leave that there. Let's jump into our first journey.
Our first audio journey.
Brother Dante.
Fresh off the press, baby.
Take us away.
Hot off the press. Extra, read all about it. Hackers have reportedly breached Spider-Man 2 dev Insomniac Games to release Wolverine and staff data. So, let me stop.
You got it here.
Let me but as of today, unfortunately, there was another breach at Sony. And it's not particularly Sony, but it's a part of Sony, and it's their top, I would say Naughty Dog is their top, but
Naughty
Insomniac is like 1A. You know what I'm saying?
Insomniac
You know what
got
I'm
some
saying?
heavy hitters. Under their belt.
Heavy. So
Speaking of Spider-Man,
yeah, exactly. So they were hacked today. They were hacked today. We got news of it earlier this morning.
again.
And,
okay, but not again for them. Sorry.
Yeah,
I just wanted to rub it in. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, but like you're not wrong in saying that, because unfortunately this is a reoccurring thing for Sony. I hate that it happens.
They're not firing the right people.
They're not hiring the right people.
On both.
On both ends. My God. So the original story is a ransomware group allegedly hacked Marvel Spider-Man 2's developer Insomniac and put stolen data up for sale. Now the ransomware group Reseda, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Reseda ransomware group claimed to have breached Insomniac's they obtained information containing Wolverine. Like so they got some screen grabs,
some pictures. Yeah.
If you look hard enough on the internet, you'll be able to see that there's some videos out, and it's like and it's probably like 5 seconds long, so it's not much.
Oh,
it's not
snap! Much. Are they gameplay or are they trailers?
It's just gameplay, but it's like if you remember like way back when Warner Brothers got hacked, not Warner Brothers. It was way back when the Wolverine movie came out, the Wolverine Origins movie.
He's going that direction. Yep,
and,
I remember that.
Like that version came out with no special effects.
Yeah, that looked funny.
Yeah, it was looking fuzzy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So this is a similar situation, even with the same property. Like, wow. Like, so
folks fiending, boy. Folks fiending for that Wolverine though.
Bro. And especially after, after that announcement, folks have been like clamoring for information. So and
they've been real tight-lipped because it's so far out.
It's super far out. It's super far out. So with the information that they had, they put that little bit out there and threatened to put out more if they're not compensated for around like $2 million.
Oh wow! So it's
or 50 Bitcoin too. So 50 Bitcoin is like that's like the equivalent of like $2 million. So
that's great. 50 Bitcoin.
So I wonder if data ransoming is better than people ransoming.
Man, hey man, the way this
stuff set up,
bro. The way this stuff is set up, yo, and it's super unfortunate because along with the Wolverine leaks, like people's private data was leaked.
Yeah,
people's private data was leaked, and that's not good on any front, bro. That's not good on any front. So
yeah, like you said, either they're not hiring or firing the wrong people, and that ain't gonna make it easier to do either one.
Yes,
now
bro.
They feel like they can be more of a target for their personal information being out there. But I think to some extent, most of them are aware of that risk. Like if you go somewhere else, they train people on security, and and a lot of them companies, they'll even offer like what do they call it? The fraud services to where if your stuff get hacked, like they already take care of it, all that type of stuff.
Right. But still, like I'm like
that don't help it.
It doesn't help. It shouldn't happen in the first place, especially with all this money that that Sony is making now. You know what I'm saying? So
I guess they making a lot of money. That's debatable. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I was trying to be positive. I was trying to be positive, bro. Like Scrap is in full sniper mode today, bro.
I'm just saying.
But it is super messed up that people's personal data got involved in this entire thing, and that's not cool at all. Like we can kick Sony's back end all day. Like me, I'm up for it. But when it's when it's the people, like, speaking about, we're talking, like, linking back to the developers. These are people that's making these experiences, and
They're being
they
hurt.
don't need to be going through this, bro. They don't need to be going through this. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, like, Sony just refused to get it together, bro.
They need to step up their security
They
across the
really
board.
do. Somebody has to do something, bro.
Across the board, bro. But to be fair, to be on the opposite end, like we was talking about earlier with the GTA leaks, like, even some of the biggest companies that have tons of infrastructure and all these measures to stop that, we living in a time where hackers are smart people, bro. Like, they find ways to get into your stuff.
They were hammered at that stuff.
There's so many different attacks, and the way that, like, every time they come up with a new way to stop attacks or patch this and fix that, these dudes are so clever. They find new ways. Like, they just sit around figuring this stuff out all the time. Yeah, and not to mention, we start talking about hacking groups. So we ain't talking about one person. We talking about multiple really smart people working together to do stuff, bro. Like, all I'm saying is it's just to kind of show them some empathy. Like, it can happen to anybody. Now, of course, the more money that you throw at it, the better of a chance you have of kind of patching up all the holes. But it's happened, bro. It's happened. That's the reality that we living in right now. Yeah. So just to kind of give them some level
some better
of
hacking. Do some government hacking. Shoot. Some of that.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
They got them groups too.
They do. Anonymous and more. Yeah. They out there. We living in a wild time, man.
Wild time. But there has been an update on it. Sony has acknowledged that it happened, and
that's good.
The only thing that they have said right now is that they're investigating it. So.
And they're probably working with, like, the FBI or something like that.
Yeah. And, like, to put a pin in it, most of these hackers, as talented as they are, it doesn't end up good for them.
Oh,
it does not end up good for these people. So,
because just like I just said, there's a group of really smart people that work to do this. There's a thing called the FBI.
The feds.
And the feds is a whole, like, political system that funds and backs a group of really, really smart people.
Really smart people. Yes.
Bro, like, they sometimes recruit hackers and make them do their sentence by catching other hackers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all through the Fed. And another thing, the Fed goes and recruits really smart people at very big colleges and really just... So, all of that to say, there's a army of smart people over here that's finding new ways to attack, and then there's an army of really smart, really well-funded other smart people that's over here that ultimately they gonna, like, the crypto thing, they gonna crack that.
They clashing every day.
Like, come on, bro. So
yes.
Go to school, people, and pay your taxes and work a job and just because it ain't worth it. I know I have personal family members of mine who's not hacked things, but has found ways to
got into some
bring attention to themselves.
Yeah, and it's bad.
Yeah, and it's really bad in the gaming world. You know, so, like, just go.
Be careful out there.
Just work. Just go to work. It's okay. All right. I ain't want to
tangent over it, but
yeah. Just no. Don't be a hacker. Being a hacker it seems cool. If you want to be a hacker, go and work for the FBI. And that's your best case scenario. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Dead serious.
So yeah, that's the pin in that joint. The next journey, I guess. Let's see, Sister Ivy. Think you gonna take us on the journey?
It's so hard to say goodbye
to yesterday.
Come on, give us the bad news. Give us the bad news.
All right, so E3.
Sorry. Sexual chocolate. I'm sorry.
E3 is no more. It's not. It's permanently out of here. It's gone. That it's never coming back. So it was announced on Tuesday that it is canceling the E3 video game event permanently. In a message on Twitter, the ESA stated, after more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye.
Oh, man.
No
Thanks
more
for the
E3.
memories. Good game, well played. The little Matt, Then in September, GamesIndustry.biz reported that PAX organizer Reed Pop and the ESA had parted ways by mutual decision, and thus Reed Pop would not work on future E3 events. At that time, the ESA was still planning on E3 event for next year, but it was not planning to return to the Los Angeles Convention Center next year.
They swatted them down quick.
Yeah.
Listen.
They was planning on doing an in-person E3 event this year in June, but later they canceled
that joint. Yeah,
they canceled it. Yep. All right. So everybody, thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I'm sad, man.
I am too.
If I'm being honest, I'm sad. This is the end of
it's legit end of an era.
Bro. Like, and I mean, to be honest, it ended a couple of years ago, but now we're getting
2021.
Yeah, now we're getting final closure, just the final word of it's done. So it gives me a little bit of closure.
It's 2020.
Yeah. So but that's
sorry.
Bro.
I'm sad though.
We were planning a trip to go to E3. We was legit putting plans together. We were gamer heaven.
Yes.
Gamer heaven. We was about to go, bro. We was really about to go. And then a pandemic happened. So that put a damper on all that, but we had high hopes. You know, as time went forward, we were like, they're clearly gonna do another one. They're not gonna stop E3. You know what I mean?
It's E3, like
it's
it is gaming.
E3.
Come on,
especially with all these other conventions like coming up, like popping back out. You know what I'm saying? So it's truly unfortunate. It's truly unfortunate, but I just think that hey,
COVID.
we have our E3 moments, and that's kind of what I want to ask y'all, because I'm gonna get my top E3 moments. My number 3, Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. Seeing that trailer for the first time, that game is for the PS2. If you like, those were when trailers were important.
Yes,
like. Man,
like we spent time like in the school before social media and all that stuff. You would look up game trailers. You would be sitting there looking up what's the latest game trailers, what's the latest screen wallpaper and all that stuff. Yeah,
all of that. And my number 2 moment, Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening trailer. Coming off of Devil May Cry 2, people thought it was over for Devil May Cry. Dude, seeing that trailer, dog, and seeing like the gameplay and like the different styles, that's when like Devil May Cry 3 is when they introduced the different styles that you can switch on the fly, that they still use to this day. So amazing. But my number 1, and I still go back to this often, my number 1 E3 moment, the reveal of Halo 3.
I knew you was gonna say that, yeah, bro.
The reveal.
You talking about the dun.
Yes.
Dun, bro.
This is the way the world ends.
Come on.
Oh boy, I'm getting goosebumps right now, dog.
Bro, these kids do not understand how big this was for us, bro.
Like, and
Like,
there's so many other
I only
moments.
heard about it growing up. I never
So-
could actually like participate in like
in
the
E3?
trailers and all that.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Oh wow.
I just
Like-
knew that E3 was a place for people that love video games.
Oh,
That's all I knew
yeah.
about it.
E3 was
watching
like
everybody watching G4's coverage of it, and it will be just 24/7. That week will be 24/7.
like legit
announcements,
Ivy.
games.
We would
like,
be so in
man.
tune to like, bro, you know, E3 is this week, bro. Like, and like we'd be on it, like
On it,
and it was a
dog.
whole week
On
of
it.
just amazingness. And the next week, whenever we linked up, if we wasn't there sitting next to each other watching it, if we wasn't there, the next week we linked up, or whenever we linked up, we'd just be sitting there gushing over. Bro, did you see, bro? But oh my god, like, and it's like you said, bro. This was G4 at its height. So G4 and E3, it makes sense for them to go out at similar, like, kind of close. Even though G4 was gone a while back, they came back and then ultimately bit the bullet again. But I think these two are a pair, and it's kind of hard to separate them because they were so part of that era of.
That was synonymous with it. Was just all. It was really all together, bro.
Yes, like that was like their Super Bowl. E3 was their Super Bowl, and so we'd sit
It was
there and
our
watch
Super
it.
Bowl.
Yes, for gamers. Before, and this is before gaming was a multi-billion-dollar industry. This is before, and I mean, in some ways it was then, but like now it's rivaling other mediums, like if not surpassing. So this is when it was just niche, right? That's why E3 means so much to like people like us, is just because it's like this was the Super Bowl. Like
everything hangs on these moments for these companies. Like a lot of these companies had a lot riding on these trailers and these game announcements, bro. And dog, when I say that it was what a time, bro.
And the spectacle
what
of it,
time,
seeing
bro.
the banners with all the companies, and it was just like
there's a picture that goes viral almost every time.
Oh yeah,
when PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube,
Sega,
and Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about 4 giant banners, giant flags. And it was nations. like, bro, you would bro, I can just imagine the film just walking in, just seeing that and being like, I'm home. I'm home.
Oh my god.
And just
chills just thinking about it.
It's truly unfortunate that, you know, they couldn't get the business right, or you know what I'm saying, get everything back together. But
yeah.
Speaking
of COVID, you mentioned how COVID came in and kind of threw a wrench in their plans. Honestly, that was COVID killed E3, basically.
Yes.
Because COVID came along and they couldn't have the in-person event. And so these companies figured out, hey, we could just have our own events and we could save millions of dollars. And we can reach our customers directly. So we could just cut out the middleman. E3 was the middleman. It started with PlayStation in 2019, and then from there it just kind of
Nintendo. It was Nintendo.
Went down. Yeah, the Nintendo.
Once the big three, because like Xbox was the last one.
The last one
was there.
Yeah,
that was there. That was trying to breathe some life back into it, but Xbox can only do so much. Microsoft can only do so much. So
yeah, it was bound to happen. These companies figured out, hey, we can just make our own stuff cheaper. And at our own cadence, and we can get all the proceeds and all the attention on us and fill our slot instead of competing directly in a week or a weekend. We can just say, hey, we're gonna pick whenever and do it. You know what I mean? Like, it just made more business sense, and a lot of businesses did that in COVID. They said, well, we've been doing this for this way for all this last 100 years. Now COVID came along, and now we got to find new ways to
do it.
do stuff.
New and safe ways to do it.
Yes, right.
So-
And a lot of those relied on technology. And so the technology happened to be where it is, and these companies said, "Look, let's be efficient."
Yeah. Because
Why go
E3,
back?
this is E3 for about 2 years was about to be over. For like it was about to be over a couple times actually, but like Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft will really come through
Mm-hmm.
like rock stars and be like, we got y'all. Like we would, you know what I'm saying? Like it's whole documentaries on this on this. So I suggest y'all go on YouTube and just search E3. It's a lot of documentaries. Like a lot of gamers really held this as the holy grail of like, this is the time that everybody comes together. Everybody. It was like Bloods and Crips tying the flag. You know what I'm saying? Being like, bro, we gonna be here. It's gonna be a ceasefire. We all here today, and bro, my God, it sucks. It sucks. What's up?
So which one do y'all think was bigger? The anime conventions or the gaming conventions?
The gaming conventions, because the anime conventions wasn't as big as they are now. There was no DreamCon. There was no
back then,
like back then in the mid 2000s, there was no during the height
like
of
E3 got up to 70,000 people in attendance. That's insane. That's insane. 70,000 people. That's crazy at their biggest one. That's crazy.
And so it wasn't as big as Comic-Con and stuff like that, especially once like the big companies got involved with Comic-Con. That's just and that's starting to kind of fall off. Like they're now like Comic-Con is about actual comics now. Like they're getting back to that.
That's good.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because these companies they got to rethink their approach and all that stuff without it. But that's a whole other conversation. But to answer your question, Ivy, anime wasn't as it was still like a niche thing in the mid 2000s. So it wasn't as big as it is now.
And I'll say specifically here in the US. I don't know about Japan. In Japan, probably. But Japan
that's
China,
part of the culture.
Yeah,
that's part of the culture.
Video games and anime are like tit for tat. Like they are the same. So I don't know how they would gauge it. They got whole cities where it's just like themed with anime. So ain't no telling. I don't know. Was there? And you said you didn't really watch E3 back then, so this is kind of it. Don't pull at your heartstrings like that,
right?
Yeah. I wish.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. We got to see. Let me see some of the top. Man, I mean, you talking about top moments, bro? I didn't even say mine. I would say, honestly, it's a blur just because that's so long ago. Plus, it's. I think some of the things that I know happen that stand out is stuff like The Rock and Bill Gates coming out and announcing the Xbox. Bill Gates himself got out there and announced the Xbox, yo.
And it wasn't even and wait, was it the prototype X at the time?
I think it was the prototype. I have to go back and relook at it, but I remember specifically Bill Gates himself coming out to the conference and announcing it, and I think it was at E3.
It definitely was.
Okay, because I remember The Rock. He wore like a Matrix theme. He had the black suit on with the black button up, and he looked the Matrix themed. I can't remember what all he said, but again, it's a blur. Another one that stands out, or another memory that stands out, again, is Reggie at Nintendo coming out and presenting.
He was a star. He was the star, bro. Ivy, when I say this man just commanded the audience, bro. Like that man would touch the stage and everybody would just be like, bro, there he is. There you go. That's him.
And he was the president of Nintendo America.
And
It's
at
the
their
top
height,
dude. Yes.
Actually, he brought them back because the Wii U didn't do good. The Wii U didn't do good. That man single-handedly like put this
follow me,
follow me, bro, to the promised land,
bro.
The Nintendo Switch.
My boy Reggie was something serious, bro.
Something serious,
and he was a person of color. And he came out there, and you could tell that he enjoyed video games so much so to the fact that he would sit there and demo the joint.
He was at the Game Awards.
He's still involved today.
He always at the Game Awards.
Like, bro, dude is an OG. Who else? What else stands out?
The console announcements was always big. The console announcements was always
huge. I think another thing that really stands out is, and we still do it today, but like the whole who won E3.
Oh,
like there will really be a discussion of like who won, bro. Who won, Nintendo or PlayStation, or like, because everybody will have their 2 or 3 hour presentation, and or basically like 3 hours, and they get up there and talk about new tech, new games, new everything,
but we got it all right there. But in that week, you just had to open your brain and just dump all the info in, bro. Like,
right there.
Man,
and nowadays we probably don't have the attention span to sit there and watch that stuff like that, bro. Because we be sitting there all day, literally. And of course, we ain't got the time because we got stuff to do. But
yeah, we were kids then. But yeah,
like. But I don't think. But again, this is pre social media, pre YouTube, pre all these things that we have today, to where we're getting this information at our fingertips. Back then, you didn't have any of that stuff. You had television. And you had magazines.
We had G4. We had G4 that entire week, and that ticker at the bottom. Like a lot of people.
G4?
That's the cable station that covered video games.
What'd you say?
Like, what are you talking about?
I didn't.
We're gonna have to take your card. We're gonna have to put you through the
trials. Man,
listen. There were times, okay, where the only thing I had to entertain myself with was going outside. So I was slick, kind of born under a rock, but they were different rocks.
I forgot we boomers. I forgot you a boomer. That's right. We were up in the time where the expectation was you get up and you get outside and you go play. Like I feel that. I feel that.
I play with sticks and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Kids these days don't have that. They don't know about that.
The thing is, I did too. I was reenacting the Halo trailer. Like that means something to me.
Yeah.
That means something to me.
Man.
Bro, I was that kid that had to come in when the street lights came on, you know what I'm saying?
And it shows too.
Like, you can be gone all day,
and it shows.
But come back when them lights come on.
It shows.
I was one of them.
Not an ounce of defiance in you.
Man, I'd be out there with my Game Boy in a corner somewhere in the shade playing Pokemon.
We used to take our Game Boys outside. Like,
hot,
because they would be like, you've been in the house all day. Go out, take your tail outside. Bet Game Boy. We out.
Thugging.
Sitting on the curb.
I had cousins with Game Boys. I never had one.
Sitting on.
I'm sorry.
Hey, next topic, Scrap.
You definitely need.
I played with theirs, so that's what got me hooked on games. Was from other people having different systems.
I hope you're this way, Scrap. I hope you're this way.
I'm up here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But like, bro.
And my uncle,
like, come on,
you know what I'm saying? Because he played video games. So.
Wow. Well, I'm sad to see E3 go.
Scrap,
I know it's a sign of the times. You know, we boomers and the things that we grew up with, we got to adapt to them not being around. But it is like, it's just it's definitely sad for me because again, I got so many memories watching E3 and E3 meaning so much. So just want to pay this respects. You know what I'm saying? Now that it ain't gonna be here no more. But speaking of company and business and all that good boring stuff,
It's good cheese. It's good cheese.
let's just transition real quick back to Sony. So apparently,
Let's get it back in some more.
Warner Brothers sparks anger by pulling over 1,000 seasons of content. 1,000 seasons of content from PlayStation users. So let me just, and this is according to CBR, comic book. What do they call it?
Comicbook.com.
CBR. What does the R stand for? Jesus. CBR.com. It's comic book resources, I think.
Comic book rhetoric.
Oh, okay.
But before you get started,
What's up?
I was under the impression that it was like all media. So it was just Warner Brothers media.
Warner Brothers, right?
Got you. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's specific, yeah. So Sony announces the removal of over 1,000 seasons of TV shows from PlayStation users' libraries. And this is their libraries, not a streaming service or anything. These are things that they bought and owned. So they no longer can play those things, regardless of if they already paid for them or not. What's up?
Okay. That was my question. But
yeah, so what money?
If you already bought it.
What money, son? That's my money. That's what change. They Debo something. You know what I'm saying? So they announced that over 1,000 seasons of Warner's Discovery Channel TV shows will be removed from players' libraries, regardless of whether they paid for them. Owners were notified that from December 31st onward, so starting at the 31st of December, access to the stuff that they purchased will be revoked. And the content will be removed from their video library. The legal update notice on the official website reads, as of 31st December 2023, blah, 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 blah. You losing your stuff. Let's see. And then they made a I'm not going to read this legal jargon. Yeah, I see you with the physical media.
Buy physical media.
Yeah. They put out a tweet basically summarizing all of that, saying that due to content licensing arrangements with content providers, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Discovery content, and that content will be removed from your library. And that's officially from PlayStation's Twitter. So with that kind of already lends like Brother Dante showing digital media versus physical media. This is the prime case for it.
It's not even the verses anymore.
Yeah.
Just, if you want it, go buy it. If you want it, go buy it. It's plenty of other places now that sell this stuff now. That and at affordable prices, so it's not really that expensive. Like this. Shout out to my dog man friend. I got this as a Christmas gift, and I hold this very near and dear to my heart.
And then now too, watch for me. With technology, with Blu-ray and the way that they're able to jam all this stuff into discs, you don't have to get a whole stack of DVDs like we used to back then.
No,
a lot of this stuff they could put so much on a couple of discs, and it's like much smaller than what it used to be. So it's the best of both worlds, and you're getting the high definition. Yeah,
like high quality stuff. Yes.
And then if the let me go back. Right. Let me unpeel this onion a little bit.
Cook it up, chef it up.
This is scary. This is really scary, and the reason why this is scary is because we as consumers, we as a society, we've gotten really, really, really comfortable with purchasing digital only products. And I'm talking about, the convenience part. I'm talking about everything from video games to movies to anime to music. Yes, music. Come on, man. Nobody owns their music anymore. Like everybody has a subscription to Apple Music or Spotify or everybody has a subscription to Netflix or Amazon or Google or so we're living in a reality where a lot of us are purchasing these things, purchasing these digital products that at some point in the future we see, case in point, it is possible that we could lose access to these digital things that we think that we own, just because of course we're not reading all the fine print. We're checking off and saying accept and agree, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and as a result they're able to just say, what money, what chain, that's my chain, you know what I'm saying? You said that you didn't own it, so you remember where you signed the line? Like, come on, bro, you know what I'm saying? This is the reality. This is the reality. And not once did anybody say anything about refunds. When I first saw this, I'm thinking like, how is this not some type of lawsuit, like a huge lawsuit? You telling me all of these users are now about to be impacted by this? But I'm sure, like I said, it's in the fine print somewhere.
It's in the fine print.
So, we living in a reality where we don't own a lot of these things that we think that we own. And I think on the opposite side, I think this is a stupid move for Warner Brothers and for Sony because if anything at all, it says it allows people to say, wait, this house is made of cards. Up until now, this ain't really been a thing. But this is big profile enough for people to start saying, wow, so you mean that we really don't own this? Wait, so you telling me that all this stuff I've been purchasing, you could just take away from me? Like, wait. And then there goes your sale. Like, what? Why would you show these cracks in your own business model, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dante?
And they're not in good standing. Warner Brothers is not in good standing right now.
No.
So this hurts them a lot. As much as they're trying to pick up the pieces and salvage what they can, this is not a good look. But also, what I was going to say is, when you affect the average consumer, the everyday person that's already embedded into that you already got embedded into the ecosystem, where they're sitting comfortable, you're showing them that they don't own nothing.
Yes. So
when you show them, that's really gonna affect your pocket.
Like, wait, this house is actually made of cards? Wait,
what?
This is really, oh my God.
Middle America is losing their minds right now because they never had to worry about that.
Never even had to think about it.
It's somebody that doesn't use Amazon, that doesn't use all these other services that just had that PlayStation, and they just use that. That's all they use. And you're telling them that all that money that they spent over all these years with all this content that they have, you're telling them that they don't have it anymore.
Yo,
and then y'all have big IPs. So you mean to tell me that people don't have their Harry Potter collection no more?
Are you crazy?
You telling me that people do not have their Matrix collection?
Yeah, it shows instability. It shows like, wait,
where to ride at?
At any point,
where to ride at?
I could lose all this stuff. At any point. All because of the licensing issue. There's video games that the original game, they had like radio where they had access to or license to play certain songs on the games. For example, GTA is a prime example. A lot of the earlier, like the physical GTA, if you played GTA San Andreas, and if you roll down the street, listen to the radio, you actually, the physical joint, you hear all the songs that they had at that time. But if you listen to if you play the modern up-to-date joint that they just rehashed, half of them songs is not on there because they don't have the licenses to it. So it changes. It's this subtle change of things that just slight things that if you're not aware, you wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't pick up on it. But this right here, like you said, this is so big to where I think this is, it should prick the mind of the masses to be like, wait, are you telling me that this could happen with any of my digital whatever? So
anything. So like it happens here and it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah,
it spreads like wildfire, especially now that Best Buy, we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yes, sir.
Where they're removing physical media.
Yes,
they're removing physical media now. So
there's some video games that don't even have physical releases anymore. There's some CDs, music don't have physical releases sometimes.
Absolutely not. No.
So not only it'd be one thing if there were options. Sometimes there's not even options to have physical stuff. So this is the not to get too down in the dumps and be too damper about the future on some Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Like
Skynet.
Right? Yeah. Not to go there, but like, yo, there's a big reason why there's a resurgence of collecting vinyl. There's a reason why there's a big resurgence of collecting comic books, of buying physical games, of buying Blu-rays, of buying VHSs. There's some VHS tapes that go for thousands of dollars because they're just rare and people want to collect them and have them in their
tangible.
It's exactly.
I can touch it. I can insert this disc. I can insert this Blu-ray disc into my $600 PlayStation 5 that I just played that I just paid for.
Yeah. And then another point, and I ain't gonna belabor this too long. Another point I'll mention is all this stuff is nice, fine, and well and good as long as the internet is on.
that is a awesome point.
As soon as the internet go out, some of this stuff ain't gonna work right.
It's been a threat. It's been on the horizon for a while now. NASA have been putting it out that a solar flare could knock all this out for about a good 3 months.
Bro, you talking about chaos in the streets?
Chaos. A lot of people's income, including big companies.
Over with. Bro,
it's on this good old Wi-Fi signal.
Yes. So that's the drastic circumstance. Just even on the local level, if your internet, if you're in a place where it ain't got internet, sometimes you can't access these things that you think you got. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even use your phone.
Exactly. So we gotta.
And there's a lot of people that work from their phone.
Facts. A lot of times, if I go somewhere, I use the hotspot on my phone to give my laptop signal. But what if I lose access to my phone? Or what if the internet go out on my phone? Then I can't work. I can't do, and those are, even if I'm on the road, your signal ain't gonna be as good using your phone as a Wi-Fi signal and all this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like if you're trying to watch a movie, if you're trying to play a game, there's benefits to having something that's tangible, that's downloaded, that you can take with you, that if you somewhere that ain't got internet, you can slide that bad boy in and not have to worry about anything. On top of them not making games. I feel it. What about on that note, Ivy, what other digital are you big on buying physical games, or do you kind of lean towards
I got a box about this big, about this tall. Nothing but PlayStation 3 games.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Boomer.
And a lot of them I have not even put in my PS3. I just got them.
Just for whenever you get that itch.
Like Ninja
Gaiden?
Yeah.
Sigma? Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
I got all 3 of them. Only played a little bit of the first one. Didn't even touch the other 2.
They had the online co-op. Oh.
Really?
Oh. Yes, Ninja Gaiden had online co-op on PlayStation.
For real?
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
Yes. I played, boy. I wore my controller out, big dog. Yes.
That's insane.
insane.
I didn't know that.
They should bring that
Yeah,
back.
me neither.
But to answer the question that you did with her,
Yeah, like physical. What physical things do you collect?
I want to start collecting because this is a grim future, and I don't want to be without my favorite stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm eyeing some Yu Yu Hakusho, some One Piece. It's some new media. There's some new shows that's coming out right now that I wouldn't mind having. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna get a Frasier like complete series box set. I need that. I need that in my life.
Bro. Come on,
Yeah,
boomers,
Boomer,
baby.
dog, Boomer.
Boomer
Come on, baby.
babies.
Come on, baby. But yeah, like
we're not baby boomers. We're boomer babies.
You feel me? You're right. Get it right. But
because we're the babies of boomers, but we're still boomers. Sorry, continue. My bad, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that makes okay. I get it.
I mean, you got it. But I definitely do want to collect some games. I would love to go ahead and get me a PS3 and a PS2.
Good luck on controllers.
Boy, with the controllers, if I gotta get a TV, if I gotta get a TV with the booty on the back, like give me that. Like I need that.
Fat
you know
bag
what I'm saying?
joint.
Fat bag joints. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah. So
you gotta put your leg. You gotta lift that joint with your legs. Yeah, your whole back go out. You try to lift that bug.
You gotta get you on the TV with the BBL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need that. But yeah, bro. But yeah, because I've been telling Scrap, I was like, I'm trying to get into the whole emulation thing too.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I saw some. I got the itch to go back and play Ultimate Alliance. I saw some people, not Ultimate Alliance, X-Men Legends, when it all started. Like, there, I'm pretty sure there's some modder out
play
there.
That.
Dog, that's what
I need to play that.
You have to play that game.
That's where it started for us.
You have to play that game.
That's where it all started for us. But I don't want to be without that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to go ahead and get a collection going, especially for One Piece.
For me, man, honestly, the most that I've collected physical is vinyl. But even with that, a lot of that is old music. But as far as like video games, all of my catalog is digital. That's why looking at this really kind of scares me, because it's like, wait, I got over 200 some games, and you telling me that at some point I could potentially lose access to these things. Now, granted, WB is a company that's in distress. That's why this is happening. That's really what's driving this. The likelihood of a Microsoft or of a but the thing is, it could have impacted Microsoft happen. Just because talks broke down between Warner Brothers and Sony. Basically, Sony probably didn't want to pay them what they wanted to be paid, or Warner Brothers wanted to go up on the price that they was charging for the licensing, and they said, you know what, you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna do it, whatever. That same type of disagreement could happen for like a Google or a Microsoft or something like that. I think the chances are less, just because, again, these are multi-trillion-dollar companies. So like, we would lose more money by the negative PR than to not pay you. You know what I'm saying? The money that you're asking. So I don't think that there's a huge risk of this like just spreading throughout the rest of the industry. But at the same time, this is an example of what's possible, because up until this point, I thought this was illegal. Like legit, I thought I paid money for this.
Boy, were you wrong?
It's mine. Like, you have to give me access to what I paid for through some means of, logging in or whatever. But apparently, no. Apparently not.
Ain't always right.
Some people have lost their Harry Potter collection that they was holding on to. And these are specific versions too, because you know they like to do like a remaster and all that stuff. So what if
Them
that
folks is
person?
crying.
Now this is
so what if
specifically seasons of TV shows. So this is TV shows and the Warner Brothers Discovery. Specifically, I think it's mainly the Discovery stuff.
Oh well, they are then.
But still, this
But
is a
still,
horrible
like,
example.
people
This
bought
is
it.
horrible. Yes, they paid
bought
money
it.
for this.
They paid money for that.
I bet.
Like,
No, you good, but it's still like it may not be as important, but it's still like I still pay. I like this. I pay for it, so I
it
should
should
have
be
it.
mine, right?
It should be mine. What are we talking about?
It's scary. I mean, not to end us on a bad note, because I
No, we're not
mean,
getting on a bad note. Because I'm gonna talk about some anime, but yeah.
oh yeah. You got some anime. Look, it's been a great week. I think just to put a pin in that, hopefully this doesn't spread. And I'm glad it ain't over here at Xbox. You know what I'm saying? That's happening over there. Come on over here. You won't have to worry about this over here. You know what I'm saying? That'll be my positive enough to put a pin on that. What y'all want to leave the folks with, man?
All right, so boom. Listen, I want to gush about some anime. We've been talking about gaming this whole time. And
Let's go.
guys, I have my anime of the year. And it's
What?
not even close. Nothing else, including Jujutsu Kaisen, it's not touching this.
Jujutsu's mid, but continue.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, but yo, the anime that I talked about, not last week, but 2 weeks ago, Freerun, it is absolutely amazing. Scrap. You specifically, you would love this. You would love this because you're all about mages and all of that stuff, bro.
What is it called
What
again?
is it called?
Freerun. It's called Freerun at Journey's End. No, Beyond Journey's End. Freerun Beyond Journey's End. It is my anime of the year.
Of the
This makes
year.
anime
Of
of the year.
the year.
Wow.
Nothing else that I've
What is it
watched.
called again?
Freerun. Beyond Journey's End.
Frien.
Freerun.
Oh, and they got it in the dub. Let's go.
And they're not even done with it because it's 28 episodes. They're not even done
And you
with it.
already giving it anime of the
Dog.
year?
Anime of the year. I said what I said. Bro, if y'all are not watching this, get that Attack on Titan bullshit out of here. Thank God it's over.
Finally.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mid.
Hey bro.
It's mid, bro.
Hey bro. It's good.
It's mid.
It really he says mid, it really is good. But this,
It is it.
it just is full of heart, full of just it's telling a excellent story. The dub, oh my god, the dub is so good. The dub is
I mean,
amazing.
it's the line.
I went straight in with the dub. It's
Thank you.
amazing.
Right,
It's
she is.
amazing. Dog, please, if y'all haven't watched it, please, this is your reminder to watch it. It is about 13 episodes in
This
right
is
now.
the one about the elf who was
It's 14.
Yeah, bro. It's about 13, 14 episodes in, bro. Please watch it. It is a blast. It pulls at your heartstrings. It has some silly moments. It's really lighthearted. And also, to put the icing on the cake, the action is very well animated, especially when you got context behind everything what's going on. Dude, please. I put 3 friends on it already. I rewatched this 3 times from the top.
Wow. I mean, it ain't a whole lot of episodes, but I hear
I've
you.
been feeling this. It's hitting me right here, dog.
Anime
It's hitting me right here.
Of the year.
The
Right.
last time I feel like I heard you talk like that was Ranking the Kings. And Ranking the Kings was
And Ranking
amazing.
the Kings is that gas.
It was amazing. It was
That's
amazing,
that
bro.
gas, boy.
So yeah, I'm gonna trust you on this. I'm gonna trust you,
bro. Free Rent is really good.
I got it pulled up. I need to add it to my favorites or whatever.
A very heartfelt story. The action is there. The characters are there, and it is a damn good story. It is my anime of the year. I'm calling it here right now.
The beginning picture gives me Violet Evergarden feel.
It's really well animated. Not as detailed as Violet Evergarden, but still good. Still good.
That jump was good.
And I still gotta watch that. I still haven't watched that one, but
it's so good. It had me
yeah, because I'm not even.
That's the typewriter lady.
Yeah.
That's
mine here. It ain't no superpowers, but in this,
but she got mechanical arms.
There's magic. There's magic in Free Run, bro. And the type of magic that you would be like, bro, whoa.
It's MMO magic.
Yes, bro.
I'm there.
I love it. I've been like, after the last couple episodes that I watched, bro, I was like, yo, I gotta
anime of the year. That's crazy.
Of the year, nothing else has came close. As much as I love Scott Pilgrim, and it's almost there. No, it's not even
Scott
close.
Pilgrim is nice. It's nice. It is good.
It's really good.
But I will put Laserhawk before Scott Pilgrim though. So this is I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to check it out, bro.
Scrap. It's really good.
I have to check it out. And honestly, I've been slacking this year on the anime. This year, I've been heavy on the games. So
like, bro, for next year, since we're doing some different,
that's what I'm gonna end it out with. Just talking about that, yeah.
So next year, I'm gonna be more hands-on with more games and anime, like, because I want to play these things, not just have opinion on them and not play them. Like, I really do want to dive in head first with a lot of video games and anime media next year. That's a personal goal of mine, because the little that I've absorbed this year really put me in a good place. It really put me in a good place mentally, like for real. So, dog, I wanna dive in like really heavy with that stuff. I really do want to dive in heavy with that.
That's what's up. Sister
Ivy. Especially because you know what I'm saying, we doing something. We doing something for the end of the year next year. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I'm excited.
You know what I mean? We going,
Sister Ivy, what you want to leave the folks with? You got any fun facts, or you want to just let the folks, you know what I'm saying, say what's up to the people?
Let's see. I got a short fun fact. Okay.
My guy.
Okay, so in Spirited Away, it's a movie. The characters' names all have symbolic meanings.
Okay.
A lot of thought and care went into the naming of the characters in this film. Kamaji means old boiler man. Boy, B-O-H means little boy or son. Zeniba means money witch.
Makes sense.
I like that.
Yababa means bathhouse witch. And the name of the heroine, what's that boy name? The girl name, my bad. Shiharo means 1,000 searches.
That's dope. I like that.
1,000 searches. That's dope.
1,000 searches sound like some
samurai.
You know what?
Slashes.
I'm taking that. I'm gonna name a project after that. I'm so serious too. I'm so serious.
Go for it.
That's gonna be the name of my instrumental project. 1,000 searches. Look, come on, dog. That sounds like
that does sound fire.
That sounds very zen. You know what I'm saying?
Obscure.
one more tidbit. The Boy and the Heroine is out.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
The Boy and
Speaking of Spirited Away,
out.
I'm honestly, I was thinking about going to check that giant over the holiday weekend. Speaking of the holiday weekend, so next weekend or next episode will be the last episode for the year. So I'm planning on cooking up us a nice year in review. We're gonna do a recap over the year of anime and video games and some other topics just to kind of pad out the show. But just kind of letting everybody know to be prepared that next week we're going to do our last episode for the year, and then we're going to just kind of take a couple of weeks off and relax and have holidays with the fam and spend some time recouping and recharging our batteries. And then we'll be back in January to kind of kick the year off. And
because we're going to be back.
Yeah, we're going to be back. So be on the lookout for our next episode. We're going to do a nice recap. This has been an amazing year, and I'm not going to do that here. In the next episode, I'm going to gush about the amazing year of 2023 and 2024. What we're looking forward to, on top of new events, new live events, new ideas. Like, we got a lot of stuff in the clip, a lot of stuff up the chamber. I'm just excited. I'm really proud of the foundation that we've laid. And again, I'm not gonna start gushing right now because I can start crying. This SHAG thing is amazing. And come back for episode 18, which will be the last episode of the year. And until we meet again, SHAG out.
SHAG out.